Okay guys, I am back. We're ready to get started. Got my sources right here. There's a couple things we're going to need to download. Of course, first we're going to want to get Mac OS 7. That's obvious. So I can get it from WinWorld, perfectly free and everything. Of course, here's some emulators you can use with it. I'm actually going to do a video at some point on Basilisk 2 as an alternate. But for now, we're going to use Mini vMac on this video. So go ahead and download this one, 3.5, 1.44 megabyte. Go ahead and select a server that's closest to you. Go ahead and download it. Should pop up right here. And then we're going to go ahead and create a folder for all these files. I'm just going to go new folder, call it Mini vMac. And you might put a space here because that's how it actually is. But basically, go ahead and open this archive. It will expand it. You'll see this folder. All of these are necessary. So I'm going to go ahead and copy these to my downloads folder for the time being. Delete these. All these, you shouldn't be able to mount these yet. At the moment, it will say no mountable file systems. Don't worry, there is a file system on it, and it will be recognized in the emulator. Next thing you're going to want to download is obviously Mini vMac. You can also go to the website manually and just Google Mini vMac or search it. But basically, you're going to want to download a standard variation. Go ahead and select the one for Mac OS X, probably this one, Mac 64, x86 64, any Mac after 2012, usually. Then these are some others. Go ahead and download the one that you need. The next thing we need to download, but first I want to get Mini vMac sorted. Open the archive, you'll see this one file. Just one. Put that in your Mini vMac folder. Now, what we're going to want to do next is to download a blank hard drive image. I've linked I've got in the description a Macintosh repository link to some blank hard drive images. Go ahead and open that. You can find, I recommend the Mac HFS 10GB.img.bz2. Should say 10 GB HFS standard formatted blank disk image. I recommend this one because this one is made for Mac OS 6, 7, and 8. You can go ahead and download it with HTTP or whatever one you prefer. Then now, you can go ahead and open this archive too. This one may take some time to expand. So in the time that it's expanding, we're going to get the next thing, which is a ROM file. Now I'm not going to link the ROM files, but to find it, I just searched Mac ROMs. And right from Macintosh repository, yet again, there is some ROMs available. For this, you're going to want to use the Mac Plus V2 ROM, which should be the one, should be an Old World ROM. It's this one. So you're going to want to go download Old World ROMs. Now keep in mind, sometimes you have to wait 20 minutes on this site in order to download more. So a wait period of 1 minute just because I have to, it's just because I have an account. Otherwise, you'd have to wait. So otherwise, you'd have to wait 20 minutes. So I think now I should be able to, I don't know what I just did. But now this is extracted. Go ahead and rename it to be the extension to be a .img. Just delete the underscore. Leave this in this folder. You can put some of these in the Mini vMac folder. I prefer to keep them in my downloads. Now I should be able to download the Old World Mac ROMs. There we go. Now, this usually doesn't take too long to download. It's about 50 megabytes. I don't know why it actually seems to be running slower than it was before. But I'll let that download, and I'll show you which one to use if you do decide to use this. But, of course, you can use a different ROM, too. It just needs to be a Mac Plus ROM, preferably V2. I tried V1, and it didn't really do anything. In fact, it failed to boot. So, looks like this is just decompressing and is done downloading. That should be all we have to download now. So next, we're going to go ahead and, I can probably delete that. You're going to go into the Old World ROM folders, go to 128 kilobyte ROMs, and this should be the Mac Plus V2. I'd leave it in here in case you need to get back to it in case something goes wrong. Go ahead and put it in your vMac folder, but first rename it to be vmac.rom. That is necessary, otherwise Mini vMac will not recognize it or try to look for it. So that should be all we need to download. We should be able to safely start Mini vMac now. go ahead and just run it. You'll hear that noise. You'll see this floppy icon, and the mouse should capture itself automatically when you move within the window. When you see this blinking floppy, go ahead and go to your disk image, which should be install 1. Just drag it in. You should see welcome to Macintosh. It'll tell you you'll be able to install it. Go ahead and press OK. Now, you won't see your hard drive yet. Once again, just drag this in. It'll say, do you want to initialize it? Go ahead and initialize it, press erase. Give it a name. I'm going to call it Mac OS. It will erase it. Then you should be able to just press install from here. You can customize it if you want. I'm going to do an easy install. And make sure this isn't set to install 1. So you need to press switch disk if it's set to that. Go ahead and press install. Go ahead and copy some files. Now I'm going to leave it on. It doesn't take that long at all. But the reason I'm leaving it on is all these are other disk images, where I think we're using every disk image here except disk tools. So it's gonna go. It'll prompt you when to insert the next one, and it's actually really easy to switch disks in this version of Mini vMac. That's what I like about it. It's a very simple and easy to use emulator. Like, think about it. It's been 6 minutes and 23 seconds into this segment, and I've already got it booted. So go ahead and drag install 2 in when it prompts. Then you need fonts. I'll tell you to insert printing. Yes, go ahead and insert printing. Tidbits. You see, it's just this process. And it should prompt you to reinsert install 1. If that's necessary, go ahead and insert it again, and it should be done. All you need to do is press quit. You can restart. You'll hear the beep again. You might see this again. To do that, just drag your hard drive in this time. Here you have it, guys. A fully working classic Macintosh. If you go into About This Macintosh, you'll see it's running 7.0, as I said. And here, right here, this is your hard drive, I believe. But yeah, it should be fully functioning. You should be able to use it. When you're done with it, you can just shut it down. It'll say it is now safe. Just close the Mini vMac window. So that should be all for this video on how to do it. Once again, it's a very easy process. The Windows one might be a little more complicated, but I'm going to go ahead and record the Windows one next. So that should be the next video to come out. So yeah, guys, that is going to do it for this short video. I just wanted to show you guys how to do that. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.